Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very exciting day for me. I received finally the pump I ordered from Germany. I think I ordered it a month and a half ago. It's a Genesis Evo Flowstream Control 40,000 liter pump, and I ordered it for the reason that I want to save power on my pond. And when I understood the manufacturer's instruction correct, or description, it should do the same job my Pond Max 20,000 liter pump is doing now with 190 watt with just 50 watt, if I understood it correct. Is a bit understanding these diagrams and flow charts, it took me a while, and I hope that it works out. I'm pretty sure it will. That's what a few on YouTube are raving on about with these pumps, that they're very, very energy efficient, just because of the complete new design of the impeller. It's not an impeller anymore. They call it now more like a propeller. I received it, and I got that excited, already cut the box open. And then I remembered I wanted to show you or let you participate while I'm unboxing the pump. Okay, I'll just turn you around, and we'll see how this pump looks and how it feels. So this is the box or parcel, and it weighs a lot. On the manufacturer's website, it says that the pump weighs about 30 kilo. So I thought it was quite a weight for a pump. So, see? Nicely packed. Here you go. Here are the fittings. Pressure pipe fittings. Oh, that's nice. It's supplied with the pump, as I said in the description. Here, lots of cable, two sets of cable. So I can see the pump. Looks quite big. Just trying to untangle these cables. I hate cables. I don't know if I ever mentioned it on one of my videos. You can chase me with that. That's fucking pain. Okay, now the pump out. Well, it's quite a big pump. It's very, very, very heavy. Put it on the table. Wow. I did not expect this controller to be this big. This is a big controller box. I mean, it's very professional built. This is all metal. Cables are metal fittings. Nice brackets to mount it on the wall. And as it seems, we have abundance of cable, and it is very thick. Okay, let me put it on the table and we'll have a closer look. So just take you and show you. So this is the pump, and yeah, as you can see, it's a complete new design, where this is where the water goes in, as I saw on their website. This is where the water comes out. It's 70 mil diameter intake and outtake. Yeah, fine. This is a pretty big pump, and let's have a look if I can see that impeller or propeller in there. I don't know. I'm just getting a torch and I'm trying to put the pump a bit up. Maybe this way. You can, oops. You can see that I'm getting a torch to shine in. Yeah, I think that you can see that propeller in there. There's a metal. It seems to be metal. I'll just have a look. Just see if I can. Oh yeah, yeah. This is solid metal. This doesn't look like a propeller. It's more, I would say, more like a turbine. It's very interesting. Very interesting design. You can see it, but yeah, and the housing. I'm shocked about how solid. I don't know if you can hear it. This is a very solid, thick housing. Wow. Well, this is a complete different design to all the ones I had before. This, and it is big. I don't know if that comes over the size on the video, but it shows up. I'm not sure if I can have a comparison here in my our kitchen dining room. But yeah, I think a lot of you are familiar with the pressure pipe fittings. So this is one of the 70mm fittings that comes on here. I think that might be a good comparison how big the housing is of this pump. Wow. So yeah. So this is you can use this pump submerged or in a dry installation. Both ways are working for this pump, and I will do it like I have it now with the PontMax pump. Just have it submerged, just because of our temperatures here in summer. I decided to put them all now submerged, and less risk of big water leaks or damages outside the pump chamber. But yeah, mainly it's the temperature, because I learned over the last 12 months that these pumps should not be exposed to too much heat. Yeah, and here we got the controller. What a big unit. I mean, like all the other controllers, it's not much difference to other controllers, except that this is looks more like a high-end professional build. This is proper solid metal casing. Otherwise you have the normal time pause button for feeding, and then the up and down buttons for the power consumption or the flow rate. No, I'm very impressed with this pump so far. Let's hope it does what it promised. I'll install it today, depending on the weather. We're here in winter, and the last couple of days we had just downpour after downpour. We made in the last 2.5 days over 60mm of rain. So pretty good for us. All we needed after a long dry summer. Okay, I'll come back to you when I start the installation of the pump. Okay, I pulled the old pump out and put it beside the new one, and it's quite amazing what size difference it is between those two pumps. I mean, wow, I'm actually amazed. And just as reference, this PontMax pump I'm pretty sure, I don't count it, but I'm pretty sure it is the same pump that Evolution Aqua uses in their vari pumps. Just this one doesn't have a variable speed, but the design and all the specs are the same as a Evolution Aqua pump. So yeah, just a little comparison, these two pumps side by side, and that is quite remarkable. I mean, the pump motor, even the pump motors are bigger, not just the impeller propeller casing. So yeah, and the way I test the speed of the water flow, I just put my hand in this outlet here, or in front of the outlet, and I compared. I'm not spending big dollars and getting a flow meter installed. I just compared by feel. I know it's not accurate, but it should give me an indication how much flow I get with 50 watt or less. Okay, come to you back when I install the pump in the filter housing. Okay, I'm back. I have installed the pump. It's a bit hard to see. It's sitting down there beside the Jibal pump, and to be honest, I have to say I'm amazed, and I'm glad it's doing what the manufacturer has promised. It delivers same, probably even a little bit more flow than the previous PontMax, and it does it on 50 watt. And I'll show you. I just have to go into the pit. I set it to 50 watt, as I said. Sure, there you can see it, and I think it does a bit more flow than the previous one with 190 watt. So I'm not sure if I keep it at 50 or I might go down to 40 watt. So yeah, this is I'm really amazed, and actually, to be honest, I'm a bit surprised. I was a bit doubting that it would work with this kind of low wattage. However, I have to say this only works for pushing water, not pumping it up, a couple meters or a meter. I'll explain that in a second. Okay, I'm back. So what I wanted to explain is the way these pumps are designed, and the purposes is to mainly push the water, not to pump it up any inclines. So my entire system here is based on, of course, gravity fed plus pushing the water on the same level, not anywhere up into a shower or what is it called? These other ones, like a Barkey shower, similar to a Barkey shower. What I want to say is they're not designed to push up. The manufacturer says the max you should do is, I think it's 1 meter. I'm getting the specs in a second and I'll show you. But yeah, this is how these pumps are working and achieving those low wattages, just pumping mainly on the same level. On my system, you see the pipes here, like coming out on the same water level in the filter chamber, and then when they go through the pit into the pond, they exit on just below the water level, so they don't have to lift any water up. And this is the entire reason why you can achieve such low wattage. So, and we have pretty high power prices here in Australia, or at least here on the west coast, because we're only one electricity provider. Yes, you listened correctly. We only have one provider here in Western Australia. Right, where you guys in Europe or America have a dozen to choose from, and there's competition, even on the Australian East Coast, Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, they can choose from a dozen of providers, I guess, and the electricity prices are lower over there. Doesn't apply here to Western Australia. We have only one provider, and in my opinion, my feeling in the pocket, it's quite expensive. Even we got a big 6 kilowatt or 5 kilowatt system on the roof, solar power system, it's still we have a quite a high bill, mainly because of now the pond running 24/7. I didn't have a pond this size with this equipment before. All my ponds before were basic, running with maybe a 50 watt pump, no feeders, no UV lights, whatsoever connected. That's why I decided to go all the way and buy a high quality pump from Germany. I mean, there are other manufacturers that do similar pumps, but the main ones are the ones from Oase. There's this Genesis pump. It's a small family company. Then there's another family company, Messner, doing similar pumps. And I know of a American brand, can't remember the name now, that do sequence pumps, but they are dry install pumps. And Flowfriend pumps, I believe, are very energy efficient pumps too. Plus the bonus, you can pump or lift the water up. Okay, and yeah, here a little picture of the coils. It's a bit murky in the water because I was playing it around in the filter system and stopping and starting the pumps, and yeah, got a bit dirty. But they're enjoying the water. I think they don't mind really. And as we always say, the fish, they're quite happy with a bit murky water, where we humans, we want it crystal clear. Okay, I'll just get the specs and I'll show you how the flow and the wattage works with this pump. Okay, I'm back, and I hope this comes over on the video. So as you can see in this flow diagram, and so it's in German, and I'm lucky I can read it in German. So you can see this part here, 0 meter. If you pump it or push the water just on the same level, and that's basically what I'm doing now, I can achieve and this is the 50 with 50 watt, I can achieve almost 22,000 liter per hour. So in this yellow 250 watt, the maximum this pump has, I can achieve 41,000 liter per hour. So this is all on 0. If we go and look at 0.2, 0.5 or 0.7 meter, then you can see how it all changes. And at 0.7 meter, lifting it up, I only can do 10,000 liter with 50 watt. Well, it's still, I believe, quite impressive, 50 watt. But then it comes similar like the Jibao I'm using now, that does I set it at 10,000 liter, roughly 10,000 liter. I don't have flow meters, as I said before, but I run it at about 50%, and that is 65 watt, I think. so it should do roughly 10,000 litre. So then it equals out if you want to lift it up. But yeah, I think it depends what you want to do. If you want to run a Barkey shower, then you need a different pump. This is not for you running a Barkey shower. This is for running just straight back to the pond, creating flow and filtering. And this is at the moment my only goal. I don't know if I'll get a Barkey shower down the track, because I don't want to spend too much money on power consumption. I just want to enjoy this hobby and not wasting too much money. If I can, of course, if I can achieve the same result in the pond without a Barkey shower. And I'm not against Barkey showers, don't get me wrong. They're great, and I think they have their purpose. But it's, yeah, makes it a bit more challenging if you want to run your pond on a budget. I mean, I'm not really running this on a budget, if you ask my wife. I mean, it has so far cost me quite a bombshell, and this pump is not a cheap pump, but it's a high quality pump that should last quite a long time, so I don't have to replace it too often if I care for it. Okay, this is about this pump, and then I'm going over. I want to clean the old PondMax pump, so I have it as a spare one, just in case one of these two pumps will, stop working and breaking, being kaputt, as we say in German. See you in a little bit. Okay, I started taking the old pump apart to give it a good clean. The reason for that, of course, should be always a good practice to give a good clean to your pump. When you look at this here, how dirty it is, that rotor on the impeller, all the slime and grit. There's grit in there too. When you feel over this rotor, it is, it's pretty bad. A lot of grooves in there, there's a lot of wear. So this is only good for an replacement for a short time. I need to give it a good clean, all this, so you can see, and it will be only good for just for, what is it called, replacement or temporary pump. I don't think this would be good for a long time. I think this would have failed eventually. And I feel this rotor here is full of grooves. That's pretty bad. Okay, so I'll leave. Let's give this a good clean. Got a bucket of water. Okay, let's give this a good clean. That way we can use it later on as a replacement pump or spare pump should one of the other two pumps fail, or I need some pump in the future for building a quarantine pond, something. So yeah, so I'm quite amazed how bad this rotor is. The grooves are, it's quite shocking. It shouldn't be, because this pump is not older than a year. I bought this pump when I was building the pond. Oh, that's just over a year ago. Oh, give the housing a good clean. And it should be good practice, at least give the pumps, your pond pumps once a year, a good clean. Just like you do it with an aquarium, give the rotor a good clean, because over time it will just start getting all these grooves, and in no time it will not work anymore, or your flow rate will diminish. I'm happy with this. Doesn't have to be clean as new, just clean enough that all the dirt is out. Okay, got the pump all clean. Put the rotor back in, line it up. Always like it. It doesn't line up straight away. I think this is it. Oh, there we go. Clicked in. Okay. Stay there. Okay. I don't want to bore you with putting this back together, so yeah, I'll just pause it for a moment. Okay, the pump is back together, and I'll do a quick test run to make sure it still works. Yep, still good. Yeah, happy days. So this pump can only be used for any spare part should one of my pumps in the future cark it. Okay. Thanks for watching. See you next time.